King's Quest. That's right. A lot of you may not remember this, but for someone that's as old as I am, 32 years old, this was such a favorite of mine way back in the day, and I know some of you are going to feel the nostalgia. Obviously, they're bringing it back. This is King's Quest. I'm excited to do this. We're playing this on the PC, of course, and thank you guys so much for all that you do, for everything. I do have a PS4 copy of this game that I will be doing a giveaway for, so if you want to be entered into that giveaway, make sure on YouTube in the comments below the video, let me know if you've ever played any of these games before, like obviously from before. You know, this is something new here. They're doing this episodic content. It's brand new and all that kind of stuff, but this is from a series that is near and dear to our hearts from Sierra. So if you've played this before, let me know in the comments below. If not, just tell me what your first PC game was that you played back in the day, like the very first PC game, and then you'll be automatically entered into the giveaway. I would really like to know, and of course I'll announce that in a few days. It's for PS4, it's for Steam, it's, you know, it's for all the systems and all that good stuff. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this. I don't know what to expect. This is brand new, of course, but hopefully you guys will enjoy the journey, and it's go time. Alright, so chapter 1 is A Night to Remember. Here we go. Wow, look at that. Just starts us right in. Look at this. This is beautiful. Like the cell shaded graphics there. Very impressed with that so far. Alright, so this is our inventory system.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
Oh, Christopher Lloyd, that's awesome. Okay, I see something. There's something shining up there. It does look like there's something shining up there.
Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
I don't see how we'd be able to get up there. I don't think it's really anything. I like how it just throws you in here, you know, it doesn't like give you any hints or anything.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either. Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
Alright, so we have to turn one of these. Let's turn this one first. I guess that's the way we're supposed to go. I'm afraid if I turn this one, if I'm gonna die or something. But we'll do it anyways. I knew it. Yep, see? That's
And
awesome.
that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
This is great. All right. So now we know it's kind of like a guessing game, you know, back and forth. Yeah, I remember seeing this at E3 when they announced that. I was actually really surprised by it and very actually happy. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching.
Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
That is so cool. It's like somebody's asleep.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way,
too. Add a shinier hat to my collection.
Alright, looks like we got two routes. There's this one.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Conundrum. Alright, so clearly we need to go.
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, amateur spells to impress your friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
I was thinking maybe it'll let us sleep again. This guy is the ultimate knight. Here we go.
As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap.
Oh, I just went back to the bed.
All right. I took a brief rest before I decided to adventure on with that very important treasure.
Napping on the job.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
That is so cool.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Okay, so
What
clearly
did you
we
use
need
to
to
fix
get
the
this.
broken switch?
Oh, I'm sure the dragon didn't hear that at all. Oh, this brings me back to like a very, very little
The
kid.
dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures. After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Okay, clearly we know what we need to do. But I'm just doing my due diligence. Always look around. Alright, so wait. I don't think there's like an actual run button. I think it's just an automatic thing. Okay, that gives us about 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, I think it's better to do this one. Okay, so do not step on those, clearly. Oh my god, this is just so awesome! This is so my kind of game. Look at the cape. Son of a... I almost want to go right up to him, but I don't think we're supposed to. Clearly we can't get by.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Oh yeah. Oh, you better hurry.
The mirror called out to me.
Clearly, ringing this bell would not be a good thing. I wonder if this is another one of those. Mystery. It's like, which one do you want to hit? You know, do you want to do this one? Or this one? See, I don't know, from the look of it, because we can't change the camera, so from the look of it, this could be trolling the gate down there, or that little thing that's all the way down there. If I do this, I'm afraid that it's automatically going to ring the bell, so we're going to do this one.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast, and probably its owner, alive.
Okay, so that means probably the next thing that we need to do ring this. Got it. I need to get up there when he's feeding. Makes perfect sense. But how am I going to do that? I need to... Okay, this is... Ooh, I love this. So let's think about this. If I ring this bell now, he's going to be awake. I click on this. I think it's one fluid movement that it goes. So I need to do the bell first, or else I can't do that. Nope. No, no, it was close. No, I could got up there. Why did I do that? I could have... Man, I should have went up there. I thought for some reason that it was going to... Is there like... I can't get anywhere on the side. But you can see what I need to do. I mean, it's clear as day. Oh, I'm good. No, he's back. As soon as I went down here, he went back. So there is no getting off of here unless you do something, because he was covering the area that we needed to go before. So clearly that's not something we can do. All right, let's try this again. wake him up. Oh, I love figuring these things out, even if I can't figure it out. Got it. Got it. Get him over there. This guy's brave. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, we made it. Wow. This is freaking awesome.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
This is one badass night.
Second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences. shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope. But with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories. Especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Gart you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
What have I always been fond of? An act of kindness in every victory.
treating my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
I love this. This is made by Sierra.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe who made this game was the nephew of the original creator.
I could have sworn the Parade of Hopeful Knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece. The horn was broken, but that didn't stop me from blowing on it.
The horn was broken, but that didn't stop me from blowing on it. Gosh, this it's so beautiful, you know?
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
Is that a? Oh, it's a bunny. I thought it was a fish. I was like, what the heck is is a fish? Do it on land. It's called magic. So beautiful. That is so cool. It's like playing Frogger, you know?
That wheel seemed freshly broken. That wheel seemed
Okay, there's
freshly
nothing we
broken.
can do with it. I like how he's just trotting along.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce.
Big
you know, you
boss?
should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... No! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forge the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've molded over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're stuck here with me. Every Virgin is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Nope.
I'm just- now that I remember what the heck he just said there.
Oh, can I pet your goats?
Stay away from my majestic unicorns.
Wow. Who would have thought Big Boss would have ended up like that? Things have changed.
Just a little...
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Perhaps there was a wheel on
Nope,
the other
perhaps there
side of
wasn't.
that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Find me a wheel, boy. Anything big and round should do the trick.
Alright, so we already found that wheel. Look at it. I love the animations in this game.
The wheel was very broken. I would have to find another solution.
Really?
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
He got it down. No. We got something.
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Alright, let's see if this helps us. Not that I don't think it's going to help us with anything with this. It's
The
too
wheel
broken.
was very broken. I would have to find another solution.
My guess is we're gonna chop down the cherry tree, huh? Like George Washington.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
This is responsible, right? I mean, this happens. That's how you get it done, ladies and gents.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
But don't.
Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
Ooh, look at the eyes.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
No wheels in there. An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed a path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps.
Maybe we can, I don't know.
I tried to chop down those thornweeds, but my tiny hatchet was ineffective. I would need a bigger, sharper blade.
Man, this game has everything.
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade? A bakery, and it smelled delicious. Ah, I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel.
Oh my gosh. Are we really gonna use that as a wheel?
The delectable goods looked tasty, but I couldn't compete in this tournament with a full stomach.
Looks like that's all there is really in here.
That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins. I decided to leave some coins for the bread.
Nope, it just goes back to the same one. Alright, I think that's going to be about it here. I don't see anything else. We did leave a tip, though. I'm probably, for certain, we're going to need those coins. Probably don't want to use too much.
I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop. Nothing seemed to be brewing yet. I didn't need to borrow more than one wheel.
Are you sure this would be a way better wheel? How is the stale bread gonna work? Oh, and it won't let us take us. I don't think you can get rid of it, can you?
I couldn't figure out that combination.
Alright, well.
I thought these potions, herbs, and other magical sundries were best observed from afar.
Alright, so clearly there's another thing here for us to leave a tip. But we didn't take anything from here, so I don't feel like we need to leave a tip.
Looked like a blacksmith shop of sorts.
Oh, that'd be the perfect wheel.
I borrowed enough for the day.
Oh. Why can't you turn it back in? I guess once you make that choice, that's it.
I borrowed enough for the day.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be it, it looks like. I don't know how this stale bread's gonna do.
Hello, can I squeeze by you gents?
No. We are here to guard the town entrance
No.
and keep out any riffraff whilst everyone is watching the parade. If we were to leave, rapscallions would run amok in the empty shops.
Back away, boy. We're on the lookout for intruders.
Alright, so, I mean, it didn't look like it was letting us grab anything in here, but there are, like, those axes and stuff. Let's see if it'll grab it.
And then you scooped up all the weapons, right? Right?
No, Gwendolyn, I didn't. I was looking for a wheel, not a fight.
Oh, there you go. You can't pick them up. Which this would have been great to cut and carve the axe for, but since we can't pick it up. Oh, I guess you can only have room for one thing. No, there's still two more areas. We only have 2 coins left? How do we get rid of the rest? Alright, so it looks like that's going to be it. Well, they say we have whatever you want to call it a wheel, so let's find out how much this is actually, how good this is going to do us. My guess is it's probably not going to do us too good. What the?
Ah, a shortcut.
Oh, thank God. That was awfully nice of this game. That is probably something I should do. Because when I went to the bread thing before, it said, I mean, he just stood there in front of it. But if I use the equip screen and I actually put the bread back, I think that would be the best option. We need something that's going to be harder than stale bread. Come on. So let's put this back. Alright, let's see if we can actually do it.
I put the bread back and went looking for a new wheel. I took my money back.
Of course, we're not leaving the money. So, I think, as far as Will goes, Nothing should be stronger than this one. Although, a good... Let me see if it'll let me grab this now.
And then you scooped up all
Nope,
the weapons,
okay.
right? Right?
No, Gwendolyn, I didn't. I was looking for a wheel, not a fight. Big, round, that should do the trick.
It's possible that this could weigh too much, but we're going to find out, and we will leave a tip.
That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins.
So, the other option I have is to use... The other option I have is to use the second place we went into, which was a table, which could easily be used as a wheel, but we're going to go with this one for now and see what that does. Very happy with this game so far. I can't wait to play the other episodes. We're only just really getting into this, you know. And hopefully you all are enjoying it out there as well.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
I thought this might do the trick.
A shield, eh? Whoa, it matches impeccably with the delicately crafted color scheme of this entire operation. Makes quite the bold statement. Mm-hmm, just like my shorts. This is perfect. I hope you didn't pay too much for it. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
Oh, sounds good. I love a deal.
So do I, boy, so do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you are. Now, let's Vamanusi from this Meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time.
You just said my catchphrase. It's go time.
Mr. Fancy Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Abyss! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk. Especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Alright, so now we have an entrance.
The forest is blocked until this situation is under control.
The forest is blocked until the situation is under control. That's probably
Come
not a
at
good
me,
idea.
bees!
Ah, you see that? Okay, so this would just be another entrance method. Ah, we probably should not have taken that, or give away that coin. Yeah, we can get into the tournament, but...
Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard once commanded must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected, and we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
Alright, so we pretty much know what we need to do. We'll see if this will work. Oh, it won't let us use that. So that will not work.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous.
And we definitely would make it. I see a tree up there, though. Maybe if we use this ticket. We didn't do the ticket thing. So I see that there's a common thing that says you need to use your ticket.
Stay back. Very important protection duties in process.
Nope, can't use that either. Alright, well this is a mystery that will be solved next time, folks. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the walkthrough, of course. And when we return, we're going to find out how to get across this chasm. Thank you so much for watching, guys, of course. And we will see you next time. Peace out. BJ!